Argentina look weak mentally.
Neymar doing his little stepovers. He's getting his ankles destroyed by whatever Skiskovic left back or right back they have.
Will we ever see a World Cup of this level of controversy?
In the last World Cups, when they don't win, they start kicking too.
Come on.
Here we go.
You see the trophy.
5ASIDE podcast,
We
Footy
holding it.
discussions from our perspective and our perspective only. And today you are joined by
Sebastian.
Kendrick.
Elisha.
Gabriel.
Where's
Come on, Josh.
bro.
That's crazy.
What happened to Josh, bro?
So Josh is currently having a BBL readjustment surgery.
Damn.
Little lopsided, little too
I
thick.
heard
You want
something
something
different.
more natural.
What you hear?
What you hear?
But there's more reports apparently. What else
you
we
hear?
got?
What I heard was that Josh is currently in Ghana fixing their jersey situation.
Damn.
Oh my
We heard
God.
Ghana forgot the jerseys at the
what I
airport.
heard.
They in
Yo.
Qatar playing in white tees.
That's
It's
a
kind of
hard
crazy.
worker right there. That's a hard worker.
Ghanaian boys be working hard.
Hopefully
Come on,
Josh
hard
could join us for the rest of the podcast. But in the meantime, we welcome you. Thank you again for joining us on episode 7 of 5ASIDE podcast. We 7 in.
Come on,
Let's
my
clap it
number,
up
my
for that.
number.
Let's clap
Come
it
on.
up for 7. Come on.
7's my number for real.
And we appreciate
too.
all of you, whether
Big
you're
time.
tuning in on YouTube, whether you're on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, on socials. Make sure you follow us. Make sure you keep tapping in. Make sure you keep interacting with us. We appreciate you for spending this time on 5ASIDE podcast. And we're going to get straight into it because this
on.
is a very, very fun time. Of the beautiful game. It's the
sure.
World Cup 2022. Episode 2. Yeah.
Nah.
I still can't believe Speed has taken over the World Cup tunes.
bro.
But we talking about the World Cup right now. Let's kick it off, of course, with Group A.
Let's do it.
sure.
Because the games have started. The
have.
madness has begun.
Madness
Come on.
has begun.
Group
Yeah.
A, first game, Ecuador beat Qatar 2-0.
Yeah.
A brace from the man himself, Ener Valencia.
Let's get it.
And he went off on injury, but before that, I feel like Ecuador put on a good performance. A lot of people weren't surprised that Qatar, weren't up to par.
Yeah.
But there were some rumors of bribery. But apparently they either didn't put up enough bread or they just
wire ain't go
didn't
through
bribe
for
them.
real. Yeah.
Because Qatar lost 2-0.
It was something between the currencies, between how South America had. It's just they didn't go through. It didn't go through.
Yeah, well, Qatar lost their game, and no big surprises there.
Yeah.
And then next games, Netherlands versus Senegal.
Eladio, Oof. This man said Senegal's gonna win it since our first test recording. He put bread down on Senegal.
I put bread.
2-0 L to the Netherlands. Edouard Mendy looking crazy for the 2 mistakes to lead to the goals.
Edouard.
It's a lot to talk about, bro.
Were they mistakes though?
We gonna let him go
Were
first.
they
but
mistakes?
They were definitely mistakes.
Tell me.
Here's
Were
what
they
I'll
were
say,
definitely
though?
mistakes.
Here's what I'll say.
Yeah.
The emotional side of me saw the replays. I saw the match going on. I was at a Dutch bar in the city.
I don't know why you did
And
that to yourself.
here's the thing. I didn't know. They caught me off guard.
The
They told
videos
me,
look crazy.
Shout out to Mickey. Shout out to Mickey. Shout out
Mickey
Pele
did.
Soccer.
Shout out
Yeah.
Mickey. Shout out Mickey.
But he invited me. I went down there and I went inside and it was all orange shirts. It was all blonde hairs and orange shirts.
Scary, bro.
And I was a little scared.
Blonde
I'm not gonna lie.
We gotta
My
know the
heart-
description for that,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
we'll
yeah.
keep
My
that to
heart skipped the
ourselves,
beat
yeah.
a little bit. But you know what I'm saying? A little came out. I'm not gonna lie to you. But
A little
I
what?
I went in there. I held my own. I had my Senegal flag
Go
on.
sit over there.
You know what I'm saying?
How you shitting mid-podcast, bro? What's wrong with you?
I had my Senegal flag on, and you know what I'm saying? I was repping. I was talking hella smack,
Yeah.
which came and slapped me right back because Senegal ended up going down 2-0, man. And after 80 minutes of going back and forth, and I genuinely thought that Senegal had a chance at least to get the point.
Yeah.
To go down like that. At first, the emotional side of me, as I said, thought, damn, Mendy, if you're going to go up like that, if you're going to try to punch the ball, it's 2 things that have to happen. I don't condone violence, but in the World Cup, you either going to punch the ball or you going to punch the player, bro. You got to touch something. I'm sorry. You have to touch something. I don't want nobody to get
Like
injured.
Denzel said, I'm leaving here with
I'm
something.
leaving here around the way. I'm leaving here with something. You can't
That
play
is,
with
bro.
that. What
That's
the
real
song
shit.
said? Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Come on, baby. Don't play with it.
That's a fact.
You gotta just lay in it.
Yeah.
Get something out of it. So I was mad, obviously, at Mendy after that. The second goal too, I feel like the
Bro,
first
hit that
shot,
shit out,
he should have got it out of there. But at the end of the day, I feel like, look, and I hope that Mendy is listening to this. Edouard, Edu, mon gars. You're a champion with Chelsea.
Come on.
With Senegal.
Yes.
You have the world looking at you. You have Africa. You got the motherland looking
You got
at
black
you.
people, the diaspora.
Everywhere.
Let's be real.
You would not be in the position that you're in right now if you weren't great. You're not just good.
Ooh.
You're not just okay.
Come on.
You are one of the greatest goalkeepers on earth right now.
There's no such thing as that.
Have fun. Play. Oh, we gonna get to the conspiracies after that.
we gonna get to you,
Listen,
yeah.
man, I'm looking at him and I'm like, it's not just confidence. I feel like there's so much pressure. He's not
Yeah.
having fun.
Yeah.
Have fun with it. Play the game that you love. Rep your country and ball out. Whatever the result is, it's important to know your family gonna love you.
Yeah.
Senegal gonna love you. Black people all over the world gonna love you. Just ball out, bro. That's all it is. That's all it is. But
I'll say I think it's not a bad result for Senegal. Obviously a loss against Netherlands is never like gonna be great, but I think they held off for 80 minutes.
yeah.
And a lot of people expected them to get thrashed the whole game. They had a lot of good shots on target.
I didn't
Not
expect
y'all,
they
not
did.
y'all, but,
Yeah.
but people
They did no for
Little
real.
bit,
Facts,
little
facts,
bit.
facts.
And so I think overall it was like a positive game, and I think there's a lot of potential moving forward.
Bro, I don't think so.
I see them getting 6 points.
So you think Senegal beats Ecuador?
I think Senegal beats
I'm,
Ecuador.
I'm nervous for them.
Absolutely.
I'm nervous because Mane's gone. I'm nervous because your second best player, the best player on this team right now should be Mondi. And if you're not solid in the back, that's very scary.
And someone got injured too. Who got injured?
I don't remember who got injured.
For Senegal?
Yeah.
Up top, they look decent, but they didn't have that proper punch. And again, they don't have Mane. Ecuador just won and is going to feel very confident going to the next game.
Yeah.
My money now would have to be on Ecuador to snag second place.
Who's
I
doing
don't think
anything
so.
for Ecuador aside from
And Valencia.
But bro, they're playing with house money too. Being
And he
3
came
points
off.
up.
He came off injured, so
And
we
they-
don't even know how
and
he's going to
Ecuador
come
knows how
back
to
into the
function
next
as a
game.
unit.
Y'all are
And-
counting Qatar out.
No, bro, Alex, I predicted they go
Personally,
through.
I'm just saying.
personally,
I
I'm
predicted
counting
they
them
go
out.
through.
Say that one more time.
Personally,
Who?
I'm counting Qatar out.
I'm not because, bro, if Saudi Arabia, we'll get into Saudi Arabia. If they can do that, Qatar can get through. I
Those
don't
are
think
two
they'll
different
happen.
teams, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Those are two different
Don't
teams.
group them together.
I'm
Don't put
saying
them.
You
the
racist?
level-
Just because they brown don't
You
mean they ball
racist?
together like each other.
I'm talking
Bro.
about the level of upset.
Nah, for
Qatar
sure.
beating Netherlands
Yeah.
would
For
not
sure,
be
for sure,
that.
for sure, for
Would
sure.
not be crazy in that. So, I'm worried for Senegal. I'm rooting for them, but if I had to put my money on it, I'm going with Dutch and Ecuador to get out there.
6 points for Senegal, man. We going.
I hope
we
so,
going
bro.
to the next round.
My neighborhood in Harlem, come on.
Yeah.
South Central Harlem, like we need this.
And it was
People's falling to their knees. Like we need
Yeah,
to
I
love
heard-
you.
It was Shaiku Kouyaté
Kouyaté.
Kouyaté's nice.
who got stretchered off. So
Bro, they're
He'll
in
be
trouble.
back. He'll be all right.
hopefully.
He'll be all right.
But no, we got the Ecuador flag on here. Big win for y'all.
Yeah.
Also, Ecuador even
Congratulations.
getting out of Conmebol to qualify for the World Cup is impressive. Like teams like Colombia did not make it, so Ecuador got a solid squad.
Shout out
bro.
to Lauda from Colombia.
Absolutely. Listen,
Shout out all
I
my
think
Colombians
that
for sure.
Okay.
yeah.
Shout out Laura. I don't know Laura, but you know what I'm saying.
I don't know
We
who
get
it is
too.
too. For sure. Like for sure. But moving
Don't
on
drag
to
it.
That's a good
We'll save the rest of that for
Don't drag
Patreon.
it.
We'll save that for Patreon. Yeah.
Don't drag it.
Laura. Huh? Ahora, Laura.
Nah, that's the home.
Let's go to
Shout
Shout
out
out to
That's where Titus trying to be. Anyways,
Facts.
shout out Titus.
Yo, Group B. Early
Please.
game for Group B. England versus Iran. What's the term for that? What they did to him?
They beat their ass. That's all I know. 6-2.
They said
what?
they were good food.
Oh no, I
They
read.
said
So
England was NSG.
What? Who said that?
Twitter.
Oh, Twitter, for sure. Nah, England was NSG. Shout out the black boys. When the team is trash, I call them food. Iran was food.
Cook.
England did whatever they want, bro. 6-2, it could have been 8 or 10. They looked great. Iran, not the biggest competition in the world, but
Facts.
England, they did what they had to do. Shout out all the black ballers. They got, 5 of the 6 goals?
Bellingham.
After being, Bellingham scored.
Saka twice.
Saka twice.
Sterling.
Rashford, like right when he came on. Sterling
3 touches.
scored. 3 touches, bro. After getting racially abused in the last World Cup for missing some penalties, when they brought y'all to the final, they might bring y'all to another final, but we know how it goes with that. But shout out all the black English ballers. They look good, bro. Iran again, not a very good team, but England's looking scary for us. I ain't gonna lie.
And Sebastian, you love English
He
players
said Iran's
in
going through.
England
You think so?
overall, right? Yeah.
Here's what I'll say, right? Here's what I'll say. England still conceded twice.
Facts.
which y'all aren't speaking about.
Cool. They scored 6, so
That's lovely. You can score
Yes.
6, but you also don't concede twice against Iran.
when you're
And,
up.
let me finish. Let me
No,
get
you
this
got
point,
it. You got it.
right? Let me get this point. So you're playing.
Cameras on him.
You're playing Iran. You've gone up by whatever 4, 5, 6. A real team, a team that as the English people think they have, a team that actually goes through and wins a tournament, doesn't concede 2 goals against Iran. It's not a big deal. The mighty Iran should not score 2 goals on y'all. Like, at that point, it's about having the mentality to close up the shop, win the game comfortably. 2 goals is a lot of goals. 2 goals loses a game, as we've seen in this World Cup before.
Facts.
So the only thing I'll say is, like, I'm happy for them, as much happy as I can be, but, like, still 2 goals, and 2 goals against Wales, 2 goals against the U.S., teams that are actually, like, shown that they can play.
Both of them are getting smacked.
By England?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Who? Wales and U.S.
Yes.
Well, I have two things real quick because we're getting into the U.S. 2 things.
Yes.
Seb.
Both
Seb.
of them are getting
No, say what you want, bro. That's
smacked
great.
up.
I love it.
Clapped up.
Okay.
Like a kindergartner who was acting bad in school.
Yo, he was born and raised in America. He don't care.
We don't
But I was gonna
condone
say first, Seb. So when they conceded the first goal, they were up 4 or 5-0. Isn't that a bit different than conceding a goal when you're only up 1-0 and you
No,
really
it's a
have to hold
mentality
on?
thing.
They're
It's
losing
it's a
focus.
I hear you.
It's a mentality thing.
I feel you, but
it's
I'm
like
saying
we are a nation that is actually contending for this.
the stakes are lower though.
The stakes are lower,
The
but
stakes are-
when you're a professional team, you get paid all that money. Close up the shop.
Yeah, but mad teams win like 5-1 instead of 5-0.
I'm just saying it's a sign of the unprofessionality
I
of that
will
team.
say the first goal was definitely a sign of weakness.
what I'm saying.
I don't remember who it was for Iran who scored, but they just running straight down the middle.
Right.
Yeah.
Medhi
Whoever-
Taremi.
All I want to
whoever-
throw in is, they took 2 goals.
Yeah, and also in Group B, we got to talk about the US of A.
Wait,
but hold on.
Whoa.
Hold on.
Oh, wait. Ain't no way.
Wow. Miraculous. Miraculous.
How'd that reduction going?
We good. You know how to make a late substitution.
Come on.
First of all, the threads is crazy,
Josh,
bro.
you look great today. You look great
Yeah,
today.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Hey, we'll
yeah.
get
gonna
into
get
it.
to them
Come
later.
on,
The
come
skin
on.
going.
Y'all got to fish yet or no?
No, sir.
We got
We
this.
talking about
Wow.
the United States versus Wales, a 1-1 draw.
Okay.
And listen, not a bad game for both teams. I predicted 1-1.
That was a
from the
bad
jump.
game for the U.S.
As
Why
a neutral,
is
as a
that?
neutral fan, it was the
We'll
best
get
game
into
so
it,
far.
though.
Let's get into it.
Why was that a bad game for the US?
They folded, bro. They came out the first half,
Yeah.
mad excited,
Yeah.
texts everywhere, everybody looking nice, Pulisic doing his thing, Wade doing his thing. Second half, nowhere to be found, no energy.
I wouldn't say nowhere to be found.
Wales took over the match. It looked like they were gonna concede the whole second half.
Agreed.
And so they came out looking really good. I was excited. Second half, it was like they just got deflated.
That's a
and
good
I
take.
will
I
say,
agree.
Yeah.
leading up to the World Cup, that was the biggest thing I noticed about the US. They always come out really strong.
Yeah.
And in the last 40 minutes, it's like they just lost all
People
the
are saying
energy.
that's Bearhalter vibes, the coach.
It's the subs.
Come out strong,
It's the
get
subs.
Yes, here's my thing, bro. The U.S. team, this is the most talented squad we've ever had. We have Gio Reyna on our bench, a Dortmund starter. Now, I don't know if that's because of injury.
hurt,
He was
though?
recently injured.
Yeah.
Apparently, he's fully fit. After the game, he said he was fully fit. He didn't even see the pitch against Wales.
Yeah.
And some other players that came on that I don't need to name should not have been playing over Gio Reyna.
Where's he playing? Club?
Gio Reyna?
Dortmund.
He
Okay,
starts
The
so-
thing, though,
Dortmund.
the thing though, it makes sense that he wouldn't come on when you're trying to hold a lead because he is a
Nah,
techie
but
cam.
we put subs on when we were trying to get that second goal. And
But-
Brendan Aronson, who deserved to be on the pitch for sure, is the type of player you're bringing on to get the next goal. That's a starter for Leeds, somebody who's balling out against Man City and winning.
So I was
You know
gonna
what I'm
say
saying?
before the match, they were saying that the manager put in players, like the whole setup was to have players there who are used to playing against like United Kingdom-ish competition.
That's understandable.
Like that region of the world.
Yeah, there's a lot of players.
And I
that
don't
So
know-
why
I don't know-
Zimmerman
Bro.
deserves to start at center back, but he's in the MLS. So how does that work?
Well, I mean,
I don't.
you have to
I'm
fill the
not
defense.
everybody.
It's not like we have that many defenders.
Not
from
everybody,
the
but he
UK,
said that was the approach.
which
That's
is
not a
which is
good
an understandable approach.
That's-
Wait, why
that's
not?
Play your best players regardless of what league they're in. That's like, why is Tomori not on the England squad? Because he's in Serie A?
It's an understandable take to like try to adjust your team so that they're more used to the competition that they're facing. That's
But
not.
the Welsh, I
mean,
that's
it's not-
just a,
it's not
but
like
that's
not
just
sensible.
a league though.
There is a certain style.
I'm playing my best players, bro. Period.
I agree. I'm right
But
there with you.
Regardless,
And that's why it was 1-1.
Yeah, for sure. Whatever. But regardless, we take the point. Worst things can happen. I think
expected it.
No,
I expected
a draw
it.
is fair.
Yeah.
We're still gonna go through. We'll see if it's first or second, but we'll take the point. Yeah,
It's better than no points.
Yeah, for sure.
Because like again, like I'm looking at Senegal, Netherlands. It's like 1 point can literally make or break whether or not
No,
you go
for
to the
sure,
next
bro.
round.
Exactly.
So
Yeah, and like we still made some big saves. Shout out Evan Turner. He had a great game. Pulisic looks a lot better than he has recently for Chelsea.
facts.
Tim Way was an X factor, but Tyler Adams. I'm not trying to come with him.
He's always better for the
Yeah,
You mean
Tyler
Matt-
Adams was everywhere though. That's man of the match for sure.
you-
Tyler Adams went crazy.
You mean Matt Turner for the goalie?
Yeah, Matt Turner, my fault.
Nah,
Evan, think about the
So
basketball.
I have a question. Who do you guys think scores more goals against Iran, the U.S. or Wales?
That's mad.
US.
It's important. It's extremely important.
Well, it's more win by.
Sure. Who do you think wins,
honestly,
wins
they'd
by more?
probably. I think they
Apologies.
both. No,
I got you. I
because
got you. I
like
got you.
it's like the who.
So yeah, let me
The
rephrase the
Probably
question.
US. No,
Let me
probably
rephrase
US.
the question.
Probably US.
Who do you think ends up beating Iran by more goals, the U.S. or Wales?
I'm gonna root for US.
I'm gonna say US.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
always root for US. We're gonna want to secure.
and
that.
Iran could draw Wales
Okay.
for sure. It could happen.
I think England is gonna smoke both the U.S. and Wales.
Okay, do you want that to happen?
First of all right. Wait, whoa.
Yeah,
Why are
you're
you saying that with
What's-
so much like
Yeah,
excitement?
You say it like you from London,
'Cause-
bro.
No.
Where the
It's,
accent
it's,
at?
it's not even excitement.
I think
It's not even excitement.
England's gonna smoke
Yo, the might
the
be a little
US
crazy
and
fast.
Wales.
It's not even excitement. It's just I could see it.
Fish
I
and
could
chips
see
ass
it.
nigga.
I've been mad clairvoyant.
Just gotta
this
watch this
World
Top
Cup.
Boy a lot.
Yeah,
I've been mad
Fish and
clairvoyant
chips.
already. Like I see it happening.
Say that again. You been what? Tell
I'm
them.
clairvoyant.
Tell them.
I see it happening.
What was your
And
big
I don't
prediction that
want.
you
I
had?
don't. Huh?
What was your big prediction that was like a shock that you got correct?
Don't worry about it.
All right, cool.
Nah, I said England was gonna the black players on England were gonna come out with a vengeance and they scored 5 goals in the opening match.
No, that's cool, but like it's Iran.
You did.
Yeah, it's Iran, but
And I'm rooting for that. Shout
also
out,
the
you know what
US
I'm
dropped 1 against Wales.
saying?
Wales is not food, bro.
Yeah,
Wales
Wales is
solid.
not food.
Okay.
them
I
niggas
mean-
play in England with those English ballers.
Yeah,
Saudi's not food either, and look what they did.
Yeah, but we know Messi be flopping in big tournaments. But anyways,
Either way, I think that I'm not putting it past the US to beat Wales and England, bro. Like everybody, well, not Wales, they already drew, but to beat England,
And Iran,
I feel
yeah.
like and Iran, I feel like England were a lot more confident than I thought they were gonna be going into the first game. Usually, Euros, Nations League, whatever. Like whenever England get together, you feel like there's nerves. You know what I'm saying? They're always a little shaky until maybe they get deeper into the game, second half, whatever. They get more confident. This time around, they came out swinging. So I felt like, okay, this might be a different team than we've seen before. But exactly the same thing with the US. If the US can have the right conversations, they can have the right mentality in training going into the next match and say, yo, we have to stay focused throughout the whole game. Like that is what's gonna make the difference.
Yeah.
The skills are there.
That should go without
the
saying.
the fitness are there. But but it
Focus
doesn't.
isn't the word,
The reality of it is that it does. Like obviously it doesn't. Something is making them let up as time goes on. I don't know if it's fatigue. I don't know if they get comfortable whenever they don't get the ball in the back of their net, so they feel like, all right, we're good.
Maybe.
So something is making them lose focus as the game goes on. If they can nip that in the
I
butt.
don't think it's losing focus personally. I think it's more because there's ebbs and flows of game. Wales is not a bad team. When a team like that starts taking over, you have to be able to defend solid for 20 minutes, and then how do you get back on the front foot and really get things moving? I don't think that's a focus thing. I think that's like being able to properly play together, have the people in midfield slow the team down, regain possession, just kind of take a breath, bring on the right subs. I don't think they weren't focused. They were working their ass off like they were trying to do everything.
Bring on,
Right wing.
bring
well,
on the right subs.
Come on, G.
If you need a 95 on the right side,
If you need a 95 on the left, I
Wait,
got
hold
it
on.
too. We're gonna.
Hold on,
90
Josh. What's your stats?
95 on the right side for
Come
me.
on, bro.
What's that say? 92 pace.
Uh-huh.
Can't catch him.
Yeah.
97 shooting.
Listen,
I roof it every time. 98 dribbling. You can't get it off me. You can't get it off me, bro. No, I'm saying you can read the rest. You can read the rest.
Oh my God, 70 defense, 99 physicality, 99 passing.
We're gonna Photoshop.
physicality is
Listen,
crazy.
we're gonna Photoshop mine right here too. I'm on the left wing. Bring me on. Wavy Footy on both the wings. Cooking England like y'all bum ass breakfast beans, nigga. It's going crazy on Black Friday. Fuck is you talking about? We're bringing out the breach too. We're going bum ass breakfast beans. Your food is whack.
What's
Your
the score?
shorties are. Let me stop, bro.
What's the score? What's the
What's
score?
the prediction? What's the
Score
prediction?
predictions: England versus USA.
I'm crazy. I'm talking crazy. We're taking it 2-1. Fuck it.
2-1. Okay,
It's not
okay.
crazy. It's
Take
okay.
it.
That's
We'll
not,
take it 2-1.
that's fair.
2-1. Weah
That's fair.
scoring again. And
Yo, speaking of
Gio
Weah,
Reyna.
before I
Gio
even
Reyna
give my
scored.
predictions, is
talk
it
about
a bit bizarre that shout out to George Weah,
No.
shout out to shout out to
Shout out
George
to him,
Weah,
yes.
shout out to
No, I agree.
Timothy,
I think
shout
that was
out
the question.
Liberia
Oh,
for
I'm
sure.
like, damn.
Is
Yeah.
it a bit bizarre? This is not just a regular player. These are not just regular people. This is George Weah, for those who don't know, is the president of Liberia. He's also the first and only African player to win
the Ballon d'Or.
the Ballon d'Or.
1994.
Well, Benzema is African too, but he's
true.
the first.
West,
Yeah,
well,
he's the
not even
first
West,
African to
Black
win the Ballon
African.
d'Or.
AC
Black
Milan.
African. His son.
Shout out AC Milan.
Shout out AC Milan.
indeed.
His son now is playing for the U.S. men's national team.
New York born, New York raised.
Yeah,
Yes, sir. It's
fine.
Queens. He's from Queens. He's from Queens, bro.
fine. He was
He's
born
from
here.
Queens.
I understand that.
He's from Queens.
I understand that. But wasn't Iñaki born in Spain?
It's bad.
He said, "I understand that."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not just
Wait,
like
time out.
it's not just like a random dude whose
Yeah.
dad is from
Facts,
Liberia.
facts.
His dad is the president of Liberia.
Shout out to George Weah for, you know what I'm saying, gracing his country with nice football and coming back to do something in the office as well.
Absolutely.
Yes,
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Well, it's two
but
things.
yeah.
He's Liberian and Jamaican, so he's only half Liberian. He didn't grow up in Liberia at all. He really grew up in Queens, New York.
That's
And then he
fair.
moved to Paris at like 14. And it's a much better national team than Liberia. So for me, it completely makes sense to play for the U.S. for sure.
What was your
Are they
question
much
though,
better than
Eli?
Liberia?
What's your
I do
US,
not, bro.
nigga?
Yes.
The US
Yes.
better than Liberia.
I'm just asking.
You know the answer to that
I'm just
question,
asking.
bro.
Don't do that.
I'm just
Don't do that.
asking.
Yes, nigga.
Oh, I can't
My
ask
question-
questions no more.
My question was,
What's
is
your
it a
question?
Ask
bit
better
odd?
questions, bro.
Because like,
Is the U.S. better than
usually
Liberia?
it's like if a regular person
Yeah. No, explain.
like if a
explain.
regular
That's so
person
nuts, bro.
Hold on.
just gets naturalized,
Yeah.
then it's like, oh, okay, maybe they found better opportunities in a
Yeah.
different country, whatever the case may be. They ended up getting there. They
Yeah.
got their visas, then naturalization, all of that stuff. Boom,
Yeah.
they play for a different country. But
Yeah.
if it's like your family or like high ranking like officials and
That's new,
politicians
though,
or whatever, there's something to where's the like I understand. You explained it. He grew up in the US obviously
And born.
and he's
I think-
you know what I'm saying, moved around.
Yeah.
So it's a bit different, but it's still like damn, like
To add to it, I think would be more so if his dad was the president of the U.S. and he was born in Liberia, right? Would it be something where that could happen? You know what I mean?
But that is Liberia a better team than the U.S. in your
Yeah.
scenario?
That's the thing. So it becomes a thing about like obviously is the national team better, as well as like the position of which,
Yep.
like you know, like we're talking about
Yeah.
somebody in office. We're not just talking about
Yeah.
It's
football,
also, yeah, for sure.
like, yeah.
I say it's also timing because he's been president for like 2 years and Tim is like 24.
Yeah.
So it's not like he grew up with his dad being president of Liberia and chose to play for the U.S.
he just
It
became
just happened.
president, but it's the precedent that he set in Liberia has grown like for years. Like he's
That's
been
he might as
active
well have
in
been,
Liberia.
Yeah. That's
True,
the,
You know
but
what I'm
like
saying?
if your youth national team starting what, like 12?
Yeah,
And
no,
you're
no,
in,
I
you
get
know
you.
what I'm
Like
saying?
he may not be as connected to Liberia as you know he is to the U.S. So I
Yeah.
completely understand. It's
Yeah.
just
It's
it's a
interesting.
very unique
It's
situation
interesting.
because it doesn't
It's very
happen.
Dead ass, whose dad is a president
Yeah.
of any team? Also, whose dad is a Ballon d'Or winner that's
Yeah,
playing?
yeah.
I guess
Facts.
Maldini.
I mean,
Maldini's
he's
kids,
probably the first. I think he's officially the first son of a president to score in the World
I'm
Cup.
sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
I
And
think
first to score against Wales since Pele. So shout out
Yeah,
that.
Pele commented on his post too. Y'all saw.
Love that.
Fire.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
love
saying?
that.
So
But let's
Timmy.
get these predictions though.
What
Let's
do
get these
what do we?
predictions.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying 2-0 US. 2-0 US and
I would love it.
I'm saying Jesus Ferreira is scoring.
Off the bench.
Yes.
He's not starting. Okay.
Walker Zimmerman header.
No, that's a legit thing.
Walker
Yeah.
Zimmerman, Jesus Ferreira.
He's a battler.
Second
in there.
half, both goals.
Yo, if we beat England with 2 MLS players scoring, don't ever talk to
my
me again
God.
about the word
God,
soccer.
nigga.
Oh
Don't
my
ever
God.
talk to me again
It's
about the
soccer
word soccer.
forever. It's
And
soccer
I'm coming for the
forever.
whole country. We're gonna talk
Bro.
about a lot of stuff besides the sport.
2
Oh,
MLS
Lord.
players to score against England.
It's very scary for you.
You're brewing. What do you think?
I'm not brewing anything.
Speak about it, bro.
My prediction is 2-0 England.
Figu.
I think
Tragic.
Sterling, Rashford goals. Personally,
as long as they black.
Personally, I don't think that the U.S. defense can handle the England offense. The way that they tore up Iran is gonna be similar to the way that they tear up the U.S. And I say that because the England play very, very fast pace, and I don't think the U.S. is gonna be able to deal with that.
Yeah.
With
they will.
all that
God.
overload.
think
You just
they got
reminded
it.
me of our
Jude,
right back.
Sterling,
If he's got one
Mount,
thing, it's pace though.
Foden, like
said
that's
Mount.
that's a lot to deal with.
He said Mount. I agree with all the other names. No, I agree with all the other names. But
Bro,
he said
that's
Mount.
a lot to like coming from the
it's
center
a lot.
defensive
I said
mids.
Kyle
Everyone
Walker.
besides
I
Mount.
said Mason Mount.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say if we're gonna talk,
I don't
about-
know. It's like I would hope. Obviously, you know, I live in the U.S.
Yeah.
It's U.S. fever. I would hope that the U.S. do well, but I just don't see the U.S. handling the offense of England well.
The one thing, real quick, is we do have pace in the back. That's gonna help a lot.
Bro,
Anthony's
Serginho,
fast
no,
as
bro.
hell. No, listen. We can talk about mistakes.
Bro,
He's
that
quick
nigga
though.
is
He's quick as
terrible.
hell. He can at least run with people. That's all I'm saying.
No, he's terrible.
All right, you can get that last. Josh, you go. You say the terrible.
Nah, I want to hear. He's loading.
No, I think it's gonna be 0-0. I think like
I'll take it.
I think
would
it's
take
gonna
that.
be 0-0. I think it's only 0-0 though if we take that nigga Dest off the field early.
Oh my
Oh my,
goodness.
no,
Leave
he's
him
terrible.
alone.
I'm a
My
Milan
God.
fan. Yo, he's cost us 12 points in the league. By himself, he's cost us 12
By
points.
himself is crazy.
He's terrible. Yo,
I
he's
don't
actually
believe
so
you, Seb.
bad.
I'm not gonna lie, I
himself?
don't believe you,
It's
bro.
true. It's
telling-
actually
you
true.
telling me-
Fiorentina, Lazio, and Roma.
Seb, I don't believe you.
Bro.
AC
I'm not
Milan
gonna lie.
lost
I
12
believe
points in the
it.
league
He said-
because of
if he
Serginho
says it-
I
Dest.
believe it personally. He did not
terrible.
look like he's obviously a
Ironically,
good player.
people said when
With a
Yedlin.
team of 11 players?
I'm gonna say this though. When Yedlin
Yes.
came on, all I saw on football Twitter was, "Damn, look at the downgrade we had once Yedlin was our right
Wait,
back."
what? No, we got much
I'm
better
only
in
telling
terms
you
of.
what I saw.
That's wrong.
I
That's
personally
incorrect.
didn't think.
Yeah,
the
let's just
right,
start.
I personally didn't think the right back position was that good or bad
was
in the
fine.
last game. It was fine. I think you're dragging it a little bit.
I think Dest loses the ball every time he touches it.
I have a question
Yeah.
for y'all.
Let's go.
Do y'all genuinely like the black ballers on USA more than the black ballers on England?
What does that
Oh,
mean?
don't do
What
that.
is like more?
What, is,
even
yeah,
mean,
what does
bro?
that mean?
Like, are you a fan of them more?
Yeah, because they're
Yes.
American,
Yeah.
100%.
Yes,
I'm
I don't like
gonna-
Rashford.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I'm gonna root for
Oh.
them. I mean,
You
granted,
don't like Rashford?
Not really.
What don't you
Like
Like, as a
those
player,
players
as a
are
player. I think
better,
he's a cool guy
obviously,
as a
but like
player.
I'm
No, I'm
rooting
not
for my
talking
boys.
about skill. I'm just saying, like, as fans of the game, like, who, like, are you more fans of the U.S. ballers?
I'll answer that, and I'm gonna give my prediction
get
as
your
well.
prediction.
I think it will end up being 2-2. I think one of the
Whoa.
big things we haven't talked about in general is the fact that it's gonna be a strong like midfield battle. You know, like
That's our
the
best
way we
position.
set up versus how you brought up the midfielders they have. That it could actually be a very tight contest. It could also, if one team ends up just balling, they're gonna ball out. However, you know what I'm saying. I'm a United fan. We do have Maguire. They do have Maguire in the back. You know what I'm saying?
They have a fridge in the back.
No, for real. And he
shows up
plays
for
well.
England.
That's the thing. He
Yeah.
plays well for England. But, you know, Pulisic and Ware could definitely send him for a spin.
For sure.
Yeah.
On a fast
Well,
break,
he's
send him
spinning
for
somebody. I know that.
You know what I mean? But in terms of which black ballers I fuck with, like I definitely fuck with the Americans. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Ware, Kellen.
Kellen.
Kellen for sure, bro. Shout out
DeAndre.
Kellen. Yo,
Yeah, for
Kellen put
Sean Johnson. All
put-
the,
Yeah,
he put Bale on his back during the game.
he did.
Like and
needed
that's a great thing too. Like I like players who aren't afraid to make those
Tactical
like
fouls.
It's a big play.
those decisions because if Bale breaks off
So
and
go.
runs with that ball, like that's a dangerous attack.
He's launching it.
Yeah.
That's a goal. It's a zitch. I think that
So
he just scored from Morocco.
yeah,
for sure.
definitely great awareness.
Yeah.
I'm riding with the Black Americans too.
I'm fucking with like, you know, Black UK obviously because of, you know, especially Radford. Sancho's not on the team, but I got love for Sancho. These are United
Yeah.
ballers, also people that are trying to do things in their country as well.
For sure.
Across the pond, we got love for y'all. But on Friday,
Nah, shout out all the black bars in England, bro.
on Friday it's up.
Friday is
Shout out black players, period. Because
Come
the
on.
amount of them that have been scoring in the World Cup is we gotta clap it up for them, man. Clap it out for them for sure.
I just want to say the black people are outscoring white people 10-4 in the World Cup.
You counted?
People of color have 2 goals.
Let's go.
Outscoring the whole.
They do have 2 goals.
Outscoring the whole globe.
It's a race. Well,
Scoring the whole globe.
before we move on, I got a really quick shout out. This is the most talented U.S. team we've ever had by far. We have guys starting for Leeds and Dortmund coming off our bench. When has that ever happened?
Yeah.
Never.
This is the blackest U.S. team we've ever had. I think we have about 6 black starters, mad more black boys on the bench. This is the waviest U.S. team we've ever had.
come on.
Yes,
Back
sir.
outside, boys.
That's
You
a
saw
fact.
Timothy Wade just posted.
sir.
They just did the shoot with Esquire, dripped out. These players are dressing better. Charlotte Costa style by CJ. Like,
I'm saying.
this is the
Yes,
most
sir.
excited I've ever been about a team,
out
and it's
CJ.
just getting started, bro.
Shout
That's why you should be a
Come
fan,
on.
nigga.
Come on.
Shout out King CJ and all.
And-
Get with the program.
And
bro.
before we move on, if US beats England, y'all better watch out for the next episode, bro.
I want to say something.
It's
too.
gonna be very
I
scary.
want to say something
Money.
too.
Very scary.
I want to
It's gonna
say
be
something
money.
too. I want to say something too.
Come on, get it
all
off your
y'all
chest,
little,
bro.
all y'all little haters
Yeah.
on TikTok, on Instagram,
Losers, bro.
talking about all our predictions are
Touch some
incorrect.
grass, bro.
Our predictions are this.
Touch
our
some
predictions-
boom boom, bro.
Put your money up.
Put your money up, bro.
Put your money up. Not your funny up.
Come on, G. Where that?
If you got all the predictions, you
Where
got all
that?
the takes.
We have to
Put
put
your
up.
money
The
on
money
the table.
coming.
Let me see it. Let me see it.
Come on, bro.
I can't see it because y'all broke. Put your money up.
Broke boys.
You are ridiculous.
Us.
If you listen to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts,
Yeah.
run to YouTube right now
What you talking
and
about,
come see
stupid?
this.
Niggas is stupid.
Yo, let's please
Put your money up,
move
man.
Put your bread up, nigga.
Let's move on to Group C.
Bum ass.
And obviously,
We've never seen a Benji anyways.
This is incredible, bro.
but let's please highlight also all the great supporters and fans
Shout out
we
to
have.
fans.
Shout out to
Titus.
positive
Shout out
fans
to
that we have.
Titus.
Shout out
You're wild
Titus.
in the DM.
Shout out
Shout
to
out to
Don't die for
supporters.
Titus. But yeah, we appreciate the love too, and we see y'all. But Group C,
Facts.
Argentina.
Don't replicate what you've just seen at home.
Please don't. Stay in
IRS,
school,
this
kids.
is fake money.
It's real.
IRS, this is not real money. Y'all know that dirt video?
Look at it.
This is props. This
Zoom
is
in
a
on
music
it.
video.
Zoom in on it.
Don't zoom in on it.
Fake money.
Yo,
I pay
Group
my
C.
taxes.
Group C, Argentina versus Saudi Arabia.
You can't say that.
Saudi Arabia, my goodness, I'm gonna bleep that. Saudi Arabia
It's
beats
banter. It's banter.
Saudi Arabia beats Argentina 2-1.
Nuts.
Penalty goal by Lionel Messi in the 10th minute. But then Saudi Arabia comes back and washes them boys away. The king of Saudi Arabia says that tomorrow, we're recording this on the Tuesday, that the game happened. And the king said that tomorrow is going to be a national holiday because of that win.
It might as well be.
Yeah.
That's so fun.
It might
That's
as well be
incredible.
2
That's
holidays.
so
I know
fun.
today was a holiday as
Yeah.
well.
Bro, facts.
That's nuts,
2
bro.
holidays
so
in a
fun.
row.
That's lit.
Yo, this is a
it's-
win for the Arab world. This is a win for Muslim soccer. Like,
Come on.
in the soccer space in general. Like
For the Somalis.
for the Somalis as well. This is a win for Arabs, Muslims, the Somalis, soccer that's just generally slept on. I think like for the fact that they came out and played toe to toe and sometimes better than Argentina for almost the whole game shows that when you take a game to another place and you invest in it and you actually allow people to take their time, grow, and invest themselves in soccer, that's the product. There's actual talent that exists outside of the West and outside of the US.
And I want to say shout out to the fans too, because
Yes,
from
yes,
the
yes,
moment
yes.
the game was on, this is the first World Cup match this year where you could actually hear
Yeah.
how loud it was. And the commentators the whole time are like, I know nobody can hear down there on the pitch. You can't hear the coaches. You can't even hear the whistle.
Yeah.
And all the people who are like, oh, there's so many fake fans going to the World Cup, so many fake fans in Qatar. Nah, the real fans
Yeah,
were there.
those were the real fans. Exactly. Well
the
said,
real
well
fans
said,
were at
well
that
said.
match.
That's
So
lit, bro.
Nah, Saudi Arabia had the real, bro. And I guess it reinforces that idea that I don't want to subscribe to too much of, like, we understand the notion of having a 12th man, you know, when the crowd is really on your side, you got an extra boost. And sometimes I feel like some people hide behind that a lot.
Yeah.
But I think we saw a perfect display of that this
Facts,
game.
bro.
Like, they really showed up and showed out.
And y'all saw the celebrations in Saudi Arabia. People freaking out in
Bro.
the crib,
Crazy.
ripping the
Video-
door off
Yes,
like
bro.
it's pops, losing their mind, bro. The passion of the World Cup is not replicated in any other sporting event
At
out there.
all.
It's not close, bro.
At all.
And listen, this shows you how unpredictable this is too.
Yeah.
People mad we thought Qatar might get out of group, or Seb saying Brazil won't qualify. Bro, who the hell thought Saudi Arabia would beat Argentina after going down? Like y'all talking about, yo,
Put
don't
your
know nothing
money
about
on
footy because you predicted an upset. The game is full of upsets. That's why we love this sport, bro.
was about to
And for
say-
y'all saying all this American shit, whatever. Well, we watch March Madness, and that's where the upsets happen too. Fuck you talking about?
Facts.
Nah.
Magic
To
happens.
add on, I
Magic
think
happens.
we're also just being reminded what it actually looks like when people putting up for their country. Like it's not
Yeah.
a regular match. You're gonna see some club ballers that do not ball the same because they've
Facts.
got, you know what I'm saying, they hold people in the crowd. So
Different.
No, absolutely. And I feel like the question then this raises is this the beginning of the descent for Argentina? Is this really how Messi's gonna start
I think
The
it's
question is this,
bowing out of the World Cup
my
forever?
boys, Spain right there, you know, next to Josh. They lost the first game in 2010. Everyone's like, Spain,
And they ended up-
and they won it. But I think they're the only team to ever do that. Do y'all think Argentina has a chance to actually win it?
In 1982, fun fact, Italy
Also-
won without winning
A single
a
game
single
regular
group
season.
stage.
What?
Yeah, they're not in the World Cup this year though. Like I just want to reiterate,
Wait,
like I just for the people who don't remember,
about
like
to-
Italy
yo.
are not in the World Cup.
Our
Peep.
food is still better though.
Yo,
Okay.
Pre.
Haiti.
I'm about to big you up, Seb. I'm about to big you up. Well, Argentina's lost. Italy's unbeaten run. Was it 36 games, 37 games?
37.
Argentina had 32. They could have kept it going, but you know, none like Italy.
Just wanna say
Crazy.
that.
No,
So yeah, do y'all
Thank
think
you.
Argentina can do what Spain did?
I think they can. I think
Yeah.
one thing I was saying in general is if you get hit early, become serious now. It's not a game. Like you realize you gotta. Only thing is that this inspires teams too.
Yeah.
You see Saudi Arabia knocking Argentina now. You could go and do whatever you want.
It's like
I'm
Haiti did in 1804.
That's a bar, bro.
Come on,
Come on.
come on.
Inspiration.
Yeah.
de Haiti. Come on, bro.
Sensational.
Yeah.
What do you? What?
You didn't
Hey,
follow.
they just wanna be included, bro.
Everybody
Come
else
on.
followed.
It was. I didn't know.
I think it's time. You can educate the followers.
Listen, man,
Seb has
1804, Haiti became the first black nation to free itself from colonial rule.
How does that
You
have
know
to do
what
with
I'm
Saudi
saying?
Arabia
Picked
beating
up the-
Argentina?
no, we just saying that it's just like
The underdog,
the underdog
the David
story.
being Goliath and inspiring other countries to do the same. You see
Yeah.
this flag right here?
Yeah.
You see the red and blue?
Yeah.
That's based off of Haiti.
Yeah.
Come on,
And the
Haiti.
work that Haiti did in
Yeah.
South America.
This is a reach. This is a reach.
It's
that's
literally
facts.
facts.
No, it is. It's literally facts.
Google it. Google it.
He's acting like me.
Like Gustavi said last episode. Wikipedia.
Chef, bring out the beaches. Come on, bro. Come on.
Chef, bring out the Georgia. Come on, bro.
nah.
And the corn pie. Yeah, I'm about to be at y'all cookouts. I'm
Nah,
stamped, nigga. I'm
but
stamped.
I know that all you internet experts are mad as hell because obviously you keep predicting that Argentina's gonna do this, Argentina's gonna do that. This is an unpredictable game, and sometimes unpredictable things happen. So, haha. Argentina lost. I don't think that they're gonna do any better than this. I think that Mexico and Poland are gonna have even more confidence now to whoop these boys right out of the World Cup. And unfortunately for Messi, I think this is the end of the road.
Nah, I disagree. I think like the thing about it is sometimes you don't lose a game for so long, you stop forgetting what it feels like to lose. You lose a game early, and they got lucky because like Mexico or Poland didn't get 3 points.
Yeah.
So it's like the group is still all up for like
They're
for
fine.
the sake. I think they're fine.
I think
they're fine. They
winning
got
it,
lucky.
Regardless,
to be honest.
I just don't think they're
They
gonna
got
win.
lucky.
Because had Mexico won or had Poland
Oh,
won,
then
it becomes
that's
so
scary.
much more
That's
difficult.
scary, bro.
Speaking of which, Poland versus Mexico, 0-0 draw. The second 0-0 draw of the tournament because
It was the worst game of the
Denmark
tournament,
versus
probably.
Tunisia
It
was
wasn't
also
terrible, but it
0-0.
was- Yeah.
Tunisia was probably worse.
But did we feel that Mexican energy that we spoke about in last episode?
No, I feel like Lewin Clownski, Barca blood, running all over him, couldn't score a penalty, still hasn't scored for Poland in the World Cup.
They
You
said-
score that, you win the game, bro. Come on.
They
G.
said Ochoa be coming in the World Cup
Ochoa's
like
Thanos
Mariah
right now.
Carey and Christmas.
Facts.
Wait. You gotta repeat
Say
that
that
again.
again.
You
Say
gotta
that
repeat
again.
that
Say that
again.
again.
Ochoa shows up out of nowhere in the World Cup like Mariah Carey shows up and collects all the sales revenue during Christmas.
That's facts. That's facts.
That's
So
probably facts.
I want for World Cup
I think Mexico. I think Mexico
fine.
came with the energy that they always come with.
This guy had Mexican energy, bro.
You should be sponsored by like some energy drink out there, G.
Bro, you know
Hey,
exactly what I'm
vamos,
talking
man.
about when I say
do.
Mexican energy. Smacking people up left and
Yeah,
right,
this is
and
true.
also playing ball. Like
No.
they came out with the energy. They had mad shots on target.
Facts.
They had most of the possession. They have like out cornered them. They had like 20 more corner kicks than them. They outplayed Poland overall, but they just didn't score.
which
And
makes
so that's unfortunate, but like
that's why
play
it makes me optimistic for them to play Argentina. Once they shake off that first game nerves and they bring that same energy and then some against
I agree.
Argentina,
Yeah, I agree.
it's gonna be difficult. I'm not saying Argentina's definitely gonna lose. It's gonna be hard to beat
I
that
think
team though.
Argentina gonna be tight, and they might just smack Mexico.
Yeah.
At the end of the day,
They
it's
might
two
smack
teams
them, bro.
that need to win at that point.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Argentina has a history
Argentina
of beating
backs
Mexico.
against the wall, destroys Mexico. in my opinion.
Yeah, bro, it's so right.
Argentina look weak mentally. I'll say that.
That's true.
They
I
look
do
weak
agree with that.
mentally.
No,
Like,
that's
as
true.
a unit,
Yeah.
they look disheveled.
But now they
Like,
have the time to
They're
do
going
Disheveled is
against
crazy.
Saudi, and they like, oh, we don't know what to do.
Yeah, it's facts.
Not to discredit Saudi, but as the title contenders, bro, I think
It's when-
I think they going against Mexico and they getting slapped up.
Oh, like lose?
Yes.
Oh, you think they're out then, essentially?
Yes, I think they're getting
loose.
slapped up. I think
Wow,
their
I don't
confidence
think
is
so.
gone as a unit. They should have brought up Garnacho, however you pronounce his name, the Man United boy. They should have brought him up because he's balling right now. He's in form.
played like 3 games.
I hear it, kind of.
Yeah, kind of.
They had
It
no
was
pace
too-
on the wings.
No, I
too
understand. I
early.
understand.
No, you're right.
Granted, like, you know, it's never bad to give someone like him experience at a young age,
I
even
will
to
s-
bring him
yeah.
onto the squad. To
Even
get,
just to be around.
They also had
Yeah.
2 Alvarez's who were pacey as fuck who got injured too last minute. I think that's really hurting them right now too.
Should
They
have
need
brought
those
him up.
guys.
Listen, man,
I
going
don't
on
even
to
like United.
Group D, Denmark versus Tunisia. Personally, is not much. I gotta
Nil
say
nil next.
about it. Nil
shout out Hannibal, United baller.
Indeed.
Yeah, yeah.
Shout
come on.
out the one color kits of Denmark.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, Denmark, Tunisia.
I hope Tunisia goes through.
You
Shout
know
out
they're
North
still for
Africa.
sale.
Facts.
They're still selling the jerseys.
Yeah.
I'm a
And it
cop
probably
fan.
wasn't made ethically either, but
It was
anyways.
they were made in Indonesia.
yeah.
Yo,
Damn.
Nuts.
Like, it's so fake.
Yeah.
moving on
We got
to
France.
France versus Australia. What was the result? 4-1. 4-1. Rabiot, braced by Giroud,
Olivier.
Olivier Giroud, and Kylian Mbappe.
Price of game.
But Australia went up 1-0.
Nice goal too. That was
And
a
this
fun
was-
goal. Yeah.
France is scary.
Terrifying.
I
Terrifying.
will say this right
They
now.
look good.
I overlooked them. I knew they were going to be strong.
Yeah.
Not like this.
Yeah.
They played.
They're missing 4 world-class players.
Yes.
Missing 6
They're
world-class
missing
players.
Benzema. They're missing Pogba. They're missing
Kante.
Kante.
Nkunku.
Nkunku.
Manyan and
Bro.
Kimpembe, bro. Those all could be starting.
And
Crazy.
I'm watching France and how fluid they are, how free they're playing, how aggressive
money
they're
up.
playing. Mbappe is out for blood.
Put your money up.
Mbappe
Bruh.
is going. Nah, he's
Giroud,
bugging
Giroud
out.
is finally scoring for them in the World Cup.
Yo.
Careful.
Yeah.
Be very careful.
Oh, and Giroud just
Be very
equaled
careful.
Thierry Henry's record for all-time goal scorer
That's
for
insane.
France,
That's insane.
Thierry's
which I think
better.
he's gonna break. Yeah,
Thierry's
of-
better. Just making
of
sure.
course.
Nah, the stat merchants.
Yeah. We know.
That's a
that.
crazy stat though.
I'm not
gonna
gonna
hold you.
No, I'm.
Giroud be doing some crazy things.
No. His goal catalog, his highlight
It's
tape.
actually
No, it
nuts.
might be the
It's
greatest of all
fucking
time.
crazy. No,
Yeah.
literally.
His highlight tape is
Yeah.
stupid. Oh, that's
Giroud
all.
should get what's that award called?
Puskas.
The Puskas Award.
Yeah.
He should get one at the end of his career,
Yeah.
just for like a
That's
lifetime
facts.
Puskas Achievement
That's
Award.
facts.
I like that.
Yeah,
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 shit's
his
crazy.
highlight reel is
Stupid.
nuts,
Shout
but
out to Chelsea
France
FC.
looks scary.
I think France has the dog in them because
Yeah,
they
facts.
went down and they started cooking, unlike Argentina. So I think no, for real though, bro. France got that dog in them.
It
I
started
think they're gonna
cooking.
go far. The question is, can they be the first repeat champion since the '60s? Because it's real. I think they'll go far. I don't think they'll repeat. I think it's just a little too much. If they had their 6 boys that
Yeah.
were just named, I think they probably could. But without them, I think they fall short to a team that's like Brazil level.
Brazil is
Germany.
not making it out the group. How many times do I have to tell you? They're
Bugging.
not making it out the group.
You're
They're not.
bugging.
I think we can get straight to that.
You're
prediction then.
bugging.
Let me speak on France.
But yeah, let's get you to France
because I
first.
said France winning it all.
Hugo Lloris is gonna be the reason they don't win. I
think
feel
it's
it.
the center backs.
I feel it.
Center backs.
Go ahead though.
Everybody was talking shit about France, but losing all those players was their biggest advantage
You think so? Yeah, it's fair.
because
Explain.
it gave all these players, these young players, a chance to come up and prove themselves, and it forced the team to have to adjust to a new direction, which clearly we see today they gel well together. They have good energy. The defenders are coming out strong, making good, hard, clean tackles, and the offense is clicking on all cylinders.
It also takes
So
the
as
pressure
much
away.
as it takes all the pressure away. So as much as people were like, "Oh, they look weak. They gonna have the curse." This, that, and the third. We saw today they have the energy. They have the synergy. We gonna see.
I would
All I'm gonna
dis-
say is
I would
Put your money up.
I would disagree to say in terms of taking the pressure away, it reallocates the pressure. If you saw during the match, they really pushed it down Mbappe's wing, bro.
Yeah.
If Mbappe's not having a good game, that's going to cost a lot. I will say one thing about France. If Dembele starts playing the way Dembele does in training, long day.
Yeah.
Bro, Dembele is so good, bro.
I think they're gonna fall short is gonna be their center backs, especially Konate. When you play the levels of Brazil, you play the levels of what?
You think Konate? Like he's gonna be one of the reasons that they fail?
You seen Liverpool this year?
Nah,
Maybe he'll be better for his national
Konate,
team.
though.
Maybe he'll be better for his national team. Well, look, bro, there's a lot of good center backs in the tournament. I think that's their weakest position is the center back pairing. They're newer, more inexperienced. I just think when Brazil's flying at you,
true.
even when England's flying at you, Germany, that type of team, I think that's what's going to stop France from winning it. But I think they're going to be the best defending champion in a long time. Because since 2002,
well said.
But that boy Konate
bro,
is
since
6'4".
2002, the last 5 champions have been out in the group stage. I think they can make a deep run. I just don't think they can win it without the other 6
They're
guys.
going to be hard to beat for sure.
Nah, I agree.
But
I agree.
Still got my money on Brazil.
But with that being said, too, there's a lot of great upcoming games coming up. What games are we most excited about? I can confidently say Spain versus Germany.
Yep.
For sure. Argentina, Mexico, I'm excited about.
Yep.
Belgium, Canada.
Solid.
I'm very excited about. I want to see what the what
Shout out
the
Davies
and
while I was
them.
on the club address. She was lit in Miami. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Canada's back in the World Cup. Only second time ever. We rooting for all y'all. Come on, let's get to Canada.
And Wales, England too. I'm
Maple
excited for
Mafia.
that.
Portugal, Ghana too.
I cannot
Portugal,
wait for
Ghana.
Cameroon to play.
It's gonna be a
I'm
big-
so
Yeah.
excited for Cameroon to play.
But speaking of Spain, Germany,
Yes,
all
sir.
my people in New York City, us as Wavy Footy are hosting a watch party and pickup event at Soccer Roof, Crown Heights.
Pull up.
Definitely pull up. We'll put the flyer right here. We also posted it on the Wavy Footy social page.
I'm saying.
Also on the story of 5ASIDE podcast.
Bow.
Definitely pull up. Free to watch. Pay to play and get a drink. Spain, Germany. You
Come
know
get
me. I'll be
washed.
pulling up in the new away kit right over there.
Come get washed.
I'm gonna be a little nervous, but we're gonna get through it, bro. Great game, great venue, great pickup, great people, great vibes. If you around, definitely pull up, bro.
Don't got to say much else. Know what I'm saying? Game's going to be on all the TVs. 4 fields if you want to kick ball. So come through.
Pull up.
First of many. Come see 5ASIDE in a real life.
for sure.
Yeah,
Indeed.
come see us on the pitch.
So
Facts.
I'm gonna be watching the game, but yeah.
I'm be cooking niggas on the pitch
you
in my bare feet.
your bare feet.
Bare feet's nuts.
I'm gonna be doing it in the Jesus sandals, bro.
Yeah.
The Hades sandals. But also, is it too early to kind of to predict Golden Ball, Golden Boot, Golden Glove winners of the World Cup?
Yes,
through, do it
because
real
I
quick.
haven't seen some people play it.
Yeah.
But you're supposed to do it before even the tournament.
No, of course.
Yeah.
I would say yes.
I would say we predicted like after this first round of games happens.
All right, let's wait.
Yeah, I'm still trying to
It'll
see.
be a more
all-
informed decision.
All I can say is the way Mbappe is trigger happy, he's going for goals.
yeah.
You know what
Trigger
I mean?
happy, yeah.
Very trigger happy. Like,
Early Mbappe Golden Boot, but Golden Ball.
I have to say.
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Josh
Hopefully,
gets it. We on the Jogo Benito vibes.
I
Over here,
wanna
bro. He
see-
gets it. Nah, Neymar's getting
y'all
that
need to
Golden
understand
Ball.
that Brazil is not going
Ginga.
through. I don't know how many
Ginga.
times I have to explain this to you. but
No,
Brazil
let's
is
really
not
break down
going
Sep
through.
thinking Brazil's not even going to
Why?
the second
Mbappe
round.
should.
We shouldn't
Je
give
ne
it
comprends
any
pas.
attention.
Here's my point, right? I already explained to you.
is this a subspiracy?
It's not even a conspiracy. This is just fact, to be honest. It's just fact.
Said facts.
Just fact. So, y'all have to actually look at the schedule that Brazil has to play and the way that that lines up, and it affects how they play. They play Serbia first. I already explained to you why they lose to Serbia. When you play a Slavic team, that team lines up to defend its country, its history, and its people and its culture. It's different than when you play Switzerland. It's different than when you play, I don't know, Denmark. Yo, them niggas are actually not playing. Neymar doing his little stepovers. He's getting his ankles destroyed by
Little
whatever
stepovers,
Skiskovic
come on,
left back or right back they have.
I hear what
I
you're
swear,
saying,
it's
though.
true. It's
I hear
true.
what you're saying, though.
That game ends 1-0 Serbia, a late Serbian goal. I don't know why you're laughing, bro. Listen, when the Brazilians need that late goal and the Serbians are defending, and they look around and they look at each other and they realize that they actually can't get through a defense that's solid, that's a loss.
I would
Then you play
say-
Cameroon.
I would say just real quick, I think that Mexico-Poland today was a metaphor for that. Because Mexico in this example is like the Brazil in terms
Yeah,
of like
yeah.
fast pace, dribble, aggressive offense.
I like the way you triple.
But
For
the
sure.
Polish were
Fast-paced
just
dribble,
very
dribble.
physical. They're big. They're physical. They defend well, and they threw Mexico off their game.
Yeah, I think y'all both wildin' because
Yeah.
Mexico is not Brazil.
Yeah, it's called
and I
a false
think-
equivalency.
Yeah,
What
and
are we
I think
doing,
that,
bro?
and I think
What are we
that
doing,
Y'all
bro?
just
are
watched
not.
Saudi Arabia beat
No,
Argentina.
Florida.
y'all are
Florida.
not giving. Y'all not giving.
This is a dumb American
No,
prediction.
no. First of all, this is a great Haitian prediction.
Yeah, and a great American one.
All
too,
right,
you stupid.
This is Brazil is not Mexico. 1, 2. Y'all not giving Neymar enough credit
Or Vinny or
for
Rafinha
his
or-
maturity.
haven't.
1,
Those
I think
Serbians
that there's
are
a good
taking their
balance.
legs.
There's a good balance between the young boys that aren't as experienced in the World Cup, the Rodrigos,
Yeah.
the Viniciuses, but who are still ballers.
Yeah.
And Neymar, who's been there, who's gotten one of the most notorious injuries ever in the World Cup,
Yeah.
who's been through so much on that stage for Brazil,
back for blood, bro.
he has so much to prove, and I feel like he's not gonna mess that up with just playing around, dribbling around. I don't think that we're gonna see the same Neymar that was
Yeah.
falling all over the place last World Cup.
for sure.
We're gonna see a much more mature, composed, and tactical Neymar.
If you
How
also
much money
look
you
at-
trying to put on it?
I'm putting bread on it, bro.
Yeah,
FanDuel.
let's bet within ourselves as well between this
putting-
Serbia
And
Brazil game.
And if you look at Neymar's form,
Let's do it.
50?
$50, bro.
$50.
$50 Brazil
50 bucks.
wins.
I got
All right, and
100.
tie, nothing happens. Bet $50.
50 bucks.
I got
50
100.
bucks says Brazil doesn't win the game.
Okay. Bet.
That's what I'm saying. Doesn't
Nah,
win.
I'm not doing that.
That's a fact.
A draw could totally. They could go through with 7 points. I don't know because Serbia is the
I'm saying
second
50
best
bucks
team.
Brazil does not beat Serbia.
Facts.
I'm not
on-
betting that.
Go ahead, bro.
It's on
Go
one
ahead.
game. No, I was just gonna say if you look at Neymar's form as well, they also have Casemiro there. They have Marquinhos. It's not like they don't have a bad squad, which I don't think. Seb is not trying to say Brazil isn't a bad team
Correct.
either. I think he's just saying due to actually the way the World Cup goes, it'll be tougher.
It's just
than
the
we
cultural
think.
dynamics of the way that Brazil's style
They
of
don't-
soccer matches up with Serbia's.
They
It doesn't
don't
work.
give up easy too, though. And like one thing I would say, if you look at Brazil when in the last World Cups, when they don't win, they start kicking niggas too.
Bro.
So why do they have the most World Cup trophies? If it's a mentality, cultural thing.
They haven't done anything since 2002, though.
Yeah, but it's only every 4 years. Only been a few World Cups. Like
I'm just saying it's been a minute since Brazilian culture and soccer culture has shown itself on the greatest stage. That's all I'm saying.
And
That's
in
fair.
terms
That's
of
fair.
in terms of culture on the greatest stage,
Mm-hmm.
before we get out of here, we gotta talk about the culture in Qatar,
Mm-hmm.
and how it's being perceived by Western media, both on Twitter, on the news. We saw that an LGBTQ journalist was denied entry. I don't know if he identified that, but he was wearing
shirt, yeah.
something that was of that sort. He was denied entry into the stadium. We saw that some people, the fans, are living in like makeshift tent-like structures on the ocean side, and there's a lot of like cultural and also just structural issues going on in
As well
Qatar
as the
right
jersey
now.
stuff, too.
The jersey stuff,
the
and
migrant workers who died to
the
build the
migrant
stadiums.
workers,
Yeah.
and so I think at least for me, it was a lot taken in even before the tournament started. But now that we're seeing it live, what are y'all? How y'all feeling about it?
The wildest thing for me is like how it seems that FIFA has been bought out so clearly. Belgium wanted to put the word love on the inside collar of their jersey. You wouldn't even have been able to see it, and FIFA said no.
It's nuts.
It's like what? It's ridiculous. I can't even understand how they can defend it like as an organization. I don't know. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think it begs the question too: is like, will we ever see a World Cup of this level of controversy?
I hope not.
I think-
really hope not.
Just to give an analogy, like this World Cup being in Qatar is to the craziness of like Trump being president. It's just so shocking to see. It's like, how is this real? Is this
Yeah.
reality TV? But I feel like once it actually happens, you can just never go back to that.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way Trump can, or a reality TV star can be president again. I think there's no way FIFA can ever go through this.
You don't think
Knock
Trump's
on
gonna
wood,
put-
for real.
All right, bro.
And we'll get into that in another episode. But
All right,
I
bro.
just don't think there's another World Cup that could happen like this. Like if you, yeah, but I think it needs to be money from a country that's ready for it. I don't think it's going to be money from another country.
I
that's
think when
not
we
ready.
see the World Cup in China, it'll be very similar.
But
I
I think they could do a lot to have it better prepared to get the bid at least.
Bro, I
hope so.
don't put it past FIFA to have a World Cup one day in North Korea.
No, they already
there's-
said it.
there's
Yeah.
I think this history will either repeat or outdo itself. I do think that
Really?
there
I
will
hope
be a
not.
more controversial World Cup one
I
day.
hope not,
It's just
bro.
a matter of time, whether it's in our lifetime or not.
That's
I think
fair.
it's gonna happen. But we gotta mention too, the FIFA president Infantino going in the press conference and saying, "Today I feel
African.
African."
I feel gay.
Today, I feel. You say you feel what?
That's what he said. He
Oh,
said
I
I
was
feel.
just
He
making
said
sure.
I feel Arab too.
Then he said
He
he
said
felt.
it.
He said he felt disabled.
He
And
said
then
he feels
disabled.
like a migrant worker.
Migrant worker. Because you were the one who was like doing slave labor.
Do you
want to
know how he capped it all off?
What?
He told us that he was bullied as a child. You know why?
Why?
He had red hair.
Yo, gingers.
freckles.
If I get started, all right, yo.
Yo, I understand the intention. He tried
Do you
to.
wait? No. What is the intention?
He's trying-
The migrant worker one is crazy.
Bro, I'll tell you
migrant
what the
worker is
intention
nuts.
is.
The
They
I don't.
died, bro.
I'll tell you what the intention
migrant
is.
worker-
Their
Okay.
families are
Obviously-
grieving. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's
In
nuts.
terms of
nuts, so
social consciousness and wokeness, that side of the world is just not as advanced as the U.S.
Okay.
has been.
What does that mean, though?
He's
Yeah,
also
sure.
from Europe,
Here's what I
though,
think.
right?
Here's what
Isn't
I
he from
think.
Europe?
That's a big
Here's what I-
controversy.
No. I think that.
Wait, who's not as advanced? Infantino himself?
Isn't he Italian? Or something?
Yeah,
Let's
sure.
give
He's
Eli a
Swiss.
chance to
Swiss.
also
Yeah.
reinstate what he's trying to say.
I'll say Europe overall. I'll put that out there and say I feel like Europe as a whole, on a scale of wokeness, is not as high or as advanced as the U.S. has been. I feel like they're
they're
not
less aware, for
They're not as racially conscious.
They're not.
Even from the people who are more affected by it. Black people in Europe
sure.
are not as racially conscious or aware as
That's facts.
as black people in America are. So I feel like as a whole, he might be seeing it from a PR perspective, and maybe or maybe not his intentions were in the right place. I don't know. I wouldn't put my money on that his intentions were. I feel like it's just like we trying to calm the storm right now, and I gotta say something that's poetic to try and make people feel like
He did say something
our
interesting,
intent.
though.
What
after
did
the
he
fact.
say?
He said, us Europeans have been destroying the rest of the world for 3,000 years. I think we should be apologizing for 3,000 more.
Oh.
Which is what he said after,
Yeah.
which the media didn't
Alright.
report on.
Good stuff.
I hadn't heard no Colin Harris say no shit like
I
that.
saw
What?
that.
You
Let's
saw
go.
that? So like,
Yeah,
there's
I
a
saw that.
juxtaposition on what he was trying to say.
That's
Yeah,
good.
that's all.
It's
But-
all about how things are, like you said, worded, and headlines gonna be headlines.
Yes.
I will say it's interesting too for what Eli said about other parts of the world too, and it's obviously all linked to, if we're talking racially, how those places came to be and whatnot, especially in America, due to how slavery looked like here, how people of color look like here, and that's integrated in society in every single way.
Yeah.
The experience is very different than in other places. Also, even other places' proximity to the continent and whatnot affects how they grow up and identify and what that looks like with their experiences. So it's interesting. I don't know.
I would say too, to answer your question of will we see another World Cup that's as controversial? I think the point of Trump was a great one because just as we had the Trump era and then the Biden era, which is more of like appeasing that Trump era, putting some water on the fire, bringing something that's a little more predictable, that's a little more traditional and familiar to kind of calm the waters. I feel like that's what the U.S. World Cup is going to be like.
Yeah.
So like, hey, we're back to normal for a little bit. Chill out. This is a World Cup played in the summer. This is, a bigger country, bigger infrastructure. Let's get back to enjoying what we're used to for a little bit before we hit y'all with some crazy stuff in the next one.
2030, Spain, Portugal. Let's get that bid.
Saudi,
Come on.
That's what they're going for?
Saudi's
said
going
hello.
for 2032.
No, Saudi said 2030.
Yeah, they come up.
2030.
Yo, Haiti, put the bid up.
They're not gonna do that
Put
based
the
on
bid up.
location. They're not gonna go back
Back
that
me up,
fast.
nigga.
I think they'd be
Haiti.
2034. Hey,
Haiti, put the bid up. You see the
no,
shirt?
listen.
Come
Whenever
on.
the Caribbean's ready, we need that to
No,
happen.
for real. The
Listen,
island
man,
hopping World Cup. We need it.
whenever it's
Imagine
ready.
an island hopping World Cup.
Hey, I'm going to Jamaica. See my family in January is lit. That's where I'm from. Let's go. 116th only, but
All right, yo.
Yeah, pull up on Gabe in Jamaica. But the last thing I really wanted to talk about, which is why we got the chessboard on here in the centerpiece, because this was a huge moment. Ronaldo and Messi with the Louis Vuitton ad on Instagram. Now Ronaldo has reached 500 million followers on Instagram. He's been putting out a crazy amount of ads, which I feel like the whole interview with Piers Morgan was I feel like that was a whole, like a Kanye moment. You do something big to get a lot of attention on you, and you wouldn't think that Ronaldo would ever need extra clout, but that brought him the extra clout he needed so that he can do the live score and the Mark Jacobs. Was it Mark Jacobs' watch or something like that?
It was
Or
a
Jacob
watch.
and Co.
There's a watch. I forgot
Yeah,
the
something
name.
like
probably
that.
Richard Mille, something like that.
Yeah, it's. I feel like that was a setup to so that he can get some more bread in his pocket.
Yeah.
Set himself up. But that Louis Vuitton, Ronaldo and Messi ad
Break the internet.
broke the internet, bro. Like that was iconic.
It was.
I was the
Iconic.
biggest fan of it.
What?
What was it advertising?
The power.
It's
that
the
Louis
same
Vuitton
luggage
has.
that they used to
luggage, bro.
unveil the World Cup.
It's just the
trophy.
power the spending.
And it's the
Ronaldo
power
store
of what that means.
Yeah.
They've
Never
never
seen
been
it before.
pictured
It's
together.
cool.
Yeah.
Bro, to
Whatever.
me, it's just such a bro. When I stumbled upon Cristiano Ronaldo posting a picture of him and Messi in the same
As,
like
like,
photo
homies, too.
together,
That's a lot.
is crazy. Like we've never seen that
And
before.
the PSG rumors. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's crazy.
I will say one of the things that sticks out to me about it is just like we've been fortunate to have it be in our lifetime. Ronaldo, Messi is a common thing to talk about. There's never been another point in football where there's two people at the top
No.
Yes.
That's
for
always been
that
one guy.
long.
No way.
You know what I mean? And so we're gonna miss them when they're gone.
Nah, facts.
Don't
Done
miss
soon
them.
too.
I think it was a good moment to kind of tell the haters to
Yeah.
the Messi haters and the Ronaldo haters
But,
just shake it, and just appreciate both of them, while they're still here because they're on their way out. But as always, y'all know 5ASIDE always pull up, fly 5ASIDE ready, Flyers podcast out here. You already know the vibe. So we're gonna run through the room, see what we're wearing this episode, starting with Josh. What you got on,
You know
my
what I'm
boy?
saying? I came in fashionably late today. As you can see, 17 the brand.
Double entendre.
It's a European brand. I was saying some Belgian boys came with these pieces. I got Believe in Yourself, DIY on the socks, Forces on the feet. Let's call them tracky season for sure.
I'm gonna go next. We got the Conde Garçon collaboration with Converse. I'm love. Shout out Diddy for that. I got on the quick little calm little dress pants. Sometimes I dress them up. Sometimes I dress them down.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm wearing them on the 67th floor of One Manhattan West. Get your bread up. We got the U.S. men's national team tee on from the roster reveal event in Brooklyn. You had to get invited to be there, so I called this shirt. You weren't invited. And that's what we got on today. And if we beat England, I'm coming in stupid crazy. Sorry.
Tell them to get their bread up.
Get
Bro.
your bread up, nigga.
Shout out Ouija. Shout out Brooklyn Circus. I'm rocking that Haiti Brooklyn Circus jersey. You know what I'm saying? Had to come in, rep my people. Got the linen beige
Very
pants on.
cozy.
You know what I'm saying? Cozy vibes. Got the you know what I'm saying? Bright neon orange Jesus sandals. You feel me?
Shout out
Just
the Dutch.
a little different thing. A little
Comfy.
different thing.
We're comfy today.
Very comfy. Very Haiti.
Very comfy all the time. Got the classic Brazil kit on. Shout out to Seb on the kit. Palace cargos as usual. Nike boots. Cut by Jordan.
That shit is hard. Fire. What?
See the bun?
You see the bun? You see the cut? You see the
Stop
5
playing
head?
with
What the
me.
fuck you talking about?
Come on.
Sell us-
Skin glowing.
Celesao.
Seb, send us out, bro.
So, I have a statement that I'm wearing. I
oh,
want to reveal what I'm wearing underneath here. Samuel Eto'o said that the World Cup final is going to be Cameroon against Morocco. So what I'm wearing right now is Cameroon's jacket and Morocco's kit. Because wouldn't know.
You didn't even,
y'all don't even have those pieces.
couldn't have seen that coming.
Nah.
Fire.
Puma on the chest.
Put them on the chest.
Get your bread up.
Bread up.
Everybody get your bread up. We'll see you next episode.
Mom, throwing money at me. Appreciate y'all for
Get your
joining
bread up. Get
us.
your trophies up.
We appreciate y'all for joining us on another episode of 5ASIDE
on.
Podcast. Make sure you
Let it rain.
download this episode. Make sure you like,
Five down.
subscribe, tap in with us on all socials. We'll see you next
Guys,
time.
so strong.
Episode 8.